So that brings us to really the reason for the interview today, which is the installation of the new sign. And Dana, maybe you can tell us a little bit about how the sign came about.
Sure, Steve. That kind of a long story, but I'll try to make it as quick as possible. Actually, many years ago, the city came to us and found out that we didn't have the correct zoning to operate here, so we had to go for a use permit. Well, when we finally were awarded that use permit, the zoning administrator says, you need a sign out there, and at the time I thought he was crazy. We're in a residential district. I didn't know. So as years went by, I saw the wisdom of his comment. I started seeing, but I couldn't get myself to put a plain commercial sign out here in this neighborhood. We needed something that was going to express the art that we do and something that would not be offensive, a commercial sign in this neighborhood. So our goal was to come up with something that was more sculpture than commercial sign. And I think in the end result we ended up with that. We have had neighbors say this is going to improve the area, the looks of the whole area. And it really is, I think, more sculpture than sign. It serves us in telling us what exhibits, telling the public out there what exhibits, and we've seen immediate impact. Art in of itself, just like our concept, art permeates everything.
Now, going on 40 years down here, really truly a cultural institution, what are some of the plans to make sure that Alwun House is here in another 40 years?
Interesting you asked the question, because in the future one of the goals that we have is to maintain perpetuity and maintain a broader base support from our board. The board of directors of Alwun House Foundation, we've established a foundation for this purpose, is looking to acquire additional space for us to increase our activities. We also realize the naturalness of being at 12th Street and Roosevelt. It's a focus point, so a coffee shop seems a very natural thing. We'll be looking into exploring that possibility. And basically, I think that we have the support from the city and from the people in this neighborhood as a result of our interest in revitalization. For that, let me defer to Dana, who's the chairman of the revitalization committee for our neighborhood. Also.
Well, for the last several years, we've proceeded into community building, where we're working with the community and have been revitalizing the whole neighborhood. We've worked with the city and other nonprofit agencies. We've built 50 new houses. We've rehabbed over 200. We've closed down 350 drug houses. We've done several art projects. Again, with Alwun House involved, we put up bulletin boards where we hired an artist to put up 12 bulletin boards to communicate with the neighborhood. We recently did a phoenix bird sculpture to symbolize the rebirth of our neighborhood. And I think there will be more of that as we continue. And but 40 years, I mean, we never would have guessed that we were where we were today. So it's hard to tell where technology and artists will take us 40 years from now.
I just want to give you a big thumbs up from Showbiz AZ. 40 years more, I certainly hope, and we will be here to cover that, I hope. So, again, thanks, guys.
Thank you, sir. Very much appreciated.
Good day.